And we are live. What is going on, LBHT crew, Ravens Nation, Panthers Nation? What is going on? Before we even get to any of that, okay, the biggest news of the day is my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Brodny.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Also, Denzel Washington's birthday. It's a great day overall.
Oh, well, also Denzel Washington, he's sharing a birthday with you, not the other way around.
That's right.
And our brother Hendo blessed you with the 50 in the super chat. Appreciate it, Hendo. Appreciate it. And congratulations to the Roll Pod for it's over 30,000 views in that stream yesterday. Also, him and Yolanda, well, both him and Yolanda did the stream yesterday. Congrats to both of them. Ravens Talk with Yolanda. They also had Tom Grassi on the channel the day before. He's almost at 1 million subscribers. Probably I would say the biggest Packers YouTuber out there. Yeah. So just a big week all in all. But
congratulations, Endo.
Congratulations. And you're getting a lot of birthday love in the chat.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yes, happy birthday. Yes, appreciate you, CI and Addict. Osmond, thanks for coming through. Just Aloe, salute. Showcase in the house. One Sessions. Hey, people are happy. Jeremy's in the house.
Whoa. What? You said it's your birthday too, Jeremy?
Happy birthday, Brodny. We share the same thing. Jeremy. Happy birthday, Jeremy. I skip right by it.
Happy birthday, man.
Hey. Ravens Aries in the house. Hey, what's going on?
Very exclusive club.
Hey, thanks for coming through. Jay's in the house. JR's in the house. Says happy birthday.
Thank you. Y'all know what that means. It means it's going to be a real short one today.
B always says that. It's never short.
That's right.
In fact, we got to stop saying that because even when I say we're going to make this a short one.
Well, when you say it, it's just bad luck. When I say it, I mean it. Let's hop right in. All right.
Well, man, look, people are giving you birthday love here, man.
I know, and I'm saying thank you. But
Spirit of Justice salute. House salute.
Spirit of Justice ain't say it though.
Zico Kage salute. Appreciate everybody coming through. Everybody is happy. All right. Okay, let's start with this. Let's start with this. Panthers, disappointing loss. Did the Dolphins end up winning that game?
Yeah, they did.
That's the only thing that's really disappointing about that is that you guys could have won a division
again
today, right? But let's be real. Tampa Bay's cooked.
Tampa Bay's lost 4 in a row and 7 of their last 8. They couldn't be the Dolphins today. I'm not real worried about Carolina beating them next week, but they should have taken care of business this week. They should have taken care of business a couple weeks ago against the Saints, but they let it linger to the last week. So there's always that chance of them losing, which is unfortunate. But I'm pretty confident that they get it done against Tampa next week.
Me too. So are Tampa fans. It's just not. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on in that locker room. They have the talent to be better than this. I don't know. I can't call it. They look terrible. Terrible. But that division is yours. Danity salute. Says, happy birthday, Brodny. Welcome to the chat. Ravens and Panthers both playing for division titles next week. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Super chat available. Cash App, $LBHTShow. Yes, both of us. Who would have thought?
This season uniquely made for our show.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Both teams are playing division rivals for the division in week 18.
Yes.
I said it last week, okay, on the recorded show, and I appreciate all y'all to showing up to the pre-recorded show. None of them coming this week. I hope you enjoyed that one. I know you're going to enjoy that one. But I said it. I said, as bad as everything has gone, surprisingly, we're not done. As much as I want to write this season off, we still have to suffer one more week. I told you, I felt like we're going to suffer one more week because we are going to beat Green Bay, right? And Steelers will lose to the Browns. I picked both of those things to happen. And not only that,
thanks a lot, Steelers, for forcing me to stream next week. Appreciate it.
Not only did I pick the Ravens to win. I picked them. I said they need to sit Lamar Jackson because they can win that game with Tyler Huntley.
Well, you know what's interesting? Shannon Sharp has picked up on that strategy and said they should sit Lamar Jackson next week against the Steelers. That won't go well.
It might.
I don't know. So y'all can't beat Pittsburgh with Lamar. Apparently. So I don't think you'll beat him with Tyler.
We absolutely can beat him with Lamar.
Look, I'm saying they don't do it very often. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we did it twice last year, and boy, did we beat them.
And they're around 500, a little less with Lamar for his career against Pittsburgh.
Okay, but you're saying you can't beat them? That's factually not true.
Okay, I mean anybody can beat anybody. I'm just saying.
We just found out today.
Yeah.
We just found out today, and the main thing, the main reason why I said it's not over is because of what happened with DK Metcalf. Right, the Steelers are already not a great team. They're in the same boat as we are. They have all kinds of doubts. Right. Mm-hmm. No TJ Watt. I didn't even realize he wasn't even back yet. Right. Yeah. I just assumed he'd been playing. I don't know if he's playing next week. But DK Metcalf won't be playing next week. Right. No. So 2 of your best players out on a team that's already hurting. Come on, man. No. That should be for both of our teams. We should have the division. Unless they go out there and do some buffoonery out there. But they showed you with no DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers, they lied on the network on one of those pregame shows today, say that he should get comeback player of the year. I don't know what season they're looking at. He has not played well this year.
Also, I hate that logic. Like, he's not coming back from anything.
Right, but he hasn't played well. And no DK Metcalf, he had over 40 attempts today. Like 140 yards, 160 yards passing.
Well, the fact of the matter is, like, they were playing a 3-win Cleveland team. They should have beat them. They should have beaten them fairly easily. But Aaron Rodgers was garbage. Even at the end of the game, they showed a replay of Kenneth Gainwell running wide open, and he just didn't throw it to him. He decided he was going to throw it at their best corner 3 straight plays to a bad receiver. We got another super chat here. Thank you very much, Ferris. It says week 18 sudden death matchups. We live for this. I don't do drugs. I watch football. I know you ain't watching them Giants right now. I know that.
Appreciate you, Ferris. Thank you so much.
Thank
you. You and Hendo, man, really holding it down.
Yeah, Giants playing for that number 1 pick right now. They can lock that up this week. But they was out there making plays like they didn't want to do that. A lot of teams letting opportunities slip through their fingers in week 17.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Unfortunate.
All right. So let's go back to yesterday. Oh, and we got another super chat. Hey, thank you, Yolanda. Said happy birthday, Brodny.
Appreciate it.
We were just talking about you, Yolanda. Congratulations to you and Hendo on two successful streams. The one with Tom Grassi a couple days ago, and then the stream last night. Look, we're growing. All right. This crew is growing. I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see it. You know, we put in a lot of work over here, you know, and all of us work together. So, you know, one of us wins, we all win. So yeah. Salute to y'all. Last night. Now, okay. Let's get the bat out the way. Defense is still terrible. God awful.
Mm-hmm.
God awful. Malik Willis is the backup. Now, you and I offline had kind of argued about the effectiveness of Malik Willis. Like, we both like Malik Willis.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, hey, good or not, we still have a better chance to win with him in the game as opposed to Jordan Love, right? But we already knew Malik Willis is a good quarterback. He should be a starter somewhere next year. And he showed that last night. That was a career game for him as well, I believe, right? Over 300 total yards. And that's the thing going on here with our defense is we giving up career days to quarterbacks, right? That being said, the defense did just enough. They made just enough key stops, which is all we really asking for at this point. And this coaching staff did what they should have been doing all year long, and that's give Derrick Henry the ball. He had over 100 yards at halftime. He finished with 200 yards and 4 touchdowns because they knew they couldn't pass the ball, right? Like Tyler Huntley did. This isn't shade at Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley, he did good. He played very efficient, very efficient football out there. Very happy with what he did. But this isn't one of these things where they're going to try to air it out. They stay within their confines and said we're just going to run the ball. We're gonna live or die by running the ball. And boy, did they live.
Yeah.
Okay.
And look, that was, I think, a direct response to all of the upset fans and media over the past week about the Patriots game. I would not be shocked at all if he had 15 carries against Pittsburgh.
That's the worry, and I don't have anything to say about the skepticism. Like it's earned. Like I don't want to be cynical or anything like that after a big win Saturday, and the Browns giving us life just now, right? You want to root for your team, but man, like they've shown it not just all year, but every single year, right?
Yeah.
But there could be a silver lining next week. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if they got the message and said, hey, we're gonna run the ball, like that's the key to victory, or they go back to 15 carries for Derrick Henry and we lose the game. And that will, I mean, if you need any more evidence as to Harbaugh needs to be fired, that will be it.
Well, it's funny how I thought about it. I'm like, the volume is up on fans saying get rid of John Harbaugh, way up. The volume's also up on fans saying get rid of Mike Tomlin. What if that game next week is for the future of the NFC North, and y'all run in there and you run over that Steelers defense, and all it earns you is another 3 years of John Harbaugh? That would be terrible. They call that a Pyrrhic victory. But I think that it's crazy because most of the games that they've played this year, you would look at Baltimore and say they're the better team. They should win, but they haven't played it. They haven't played that way. The AFC North, I say NFC, my bad. They just haven't played that way, right? They went out there and they played that way against Green Bay. But the problem with Baltimore is you can never count on them showing up and playing to their ability 2 weeks in a row this season. Like they have not been able to do that this season. The Steelers, they're not a very good team. Even at full strength, they're not a particularly good team. But yeah, without DK, without TJ Watt, the offense looks completely lost without DK Metcalf. I mean, like Aaron Rodgers is not good. They have no idea what to do. So like this shouldn't even be a question of whether or not Baltimore will beat them next week. But it's because of the internal workings of the Ravens and how how they show up or how they don't show up in these kinds of games makes you not 100% confident that they'll go out there and win it.
Yeah. Give some shots to Chad. God's favorites in the house. Salute. Easy G. Imani. What's going on? Danity. Salute. Who else is in here? Talik. Salute. Daniel Franklin. I see you. Who else? Justin Lewis says, what's up? Jose, I'm happy our Ravens offense dominated and played complimentary football despite we were only one punt the ball. We did win turnover battle. Yep. And he also told you happy birthday. Hey, salute to you.
Thank you.
Queendom Come is in here. Salute. Thanks for coming through. A lot of people in here. Alaska Man. All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We about 90 people in here. Hit that like button. If you're new in here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Slim Smith says, happy birthday. Hey.
Thank you, Slim.
Baseball Lifestyle says, y'all think Lamar healthy enough to be efficient? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Lamar was okay. If we're playing the game we played yesterday, he could have played yesterday. Right. But when Lamar's in the game, then they decide we're going to get creative. We don't have to worry about really protecting him because he'll make it work somehow with his legs. Right. Like you're seeing the difference, and this predates to Lamar Jackson. This is what they historically do with black quarterbacks. Coaches get lazy because they see how athletic a quarterback is, and they don't call the game the same way. I think B froze. I think B froze. But they don't call the game the same way. And what happens is if that quarterback gets hurt, they're not there, then the backup comes in, and then they realize we have to coach now. We have to actually, call a game plan and make sure we're protecting this quarterback and we're playing a more efficient game. And that's what happened yesterday. They just said, okay, we can't throw the ball the way we want to throw the ball. We're going to do short passes. We're going to do safe passes. We're going to do, screens, the stuff that we couldn't do before. And we're going to run the hell out of Derrick Henry. Right. You can do that next week. Lamar Jackson, he can go in there and you can play an efficient game. You don't have to do anything crazy. Come out there with the win, make sure he's healthy, and get ready for the playoffs. That could happen. But, we got John Harbaugh.
They don't like that to happen. And, and if you do that, you would also have the threat of being able to do more because Tyler can't really do more.
Yes.
If you go out there with just Tyler, the defense knows exactly what.
Yeah. All right. He'll be back. This is something that's been happening on his side last few days. We've been recording, but he'll be back in a second. It comes in twos, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, what you're trying to say is with Lamar Jackson out there, Lamar Jackson could do more in the passing game. Then this is no shade at Tyler Huntley. I thought Tyler Huntley played very well, given his skill set. But obviously, Lamar Jackson opens up a lot more in the passing game, especially on those play action passes. You can do a lot more. You can attack the field a lot more. But you don't need to in this game coming up. The Steelers are ready to go home. They're ready to go. Put them out of their misery. They put up 6 points today. 6. I know the Browns
against the Cleveland Browns.
The Browns are excellent defense still, and they're trying to get the sack record for Myles Garrett. Didn't happen. I think it'll happen next week. But they were playing. They were playing for something. They wanted to get that win in that sack record for Myles Garrett at home. Didn't happen. But the Steelers are still they're playing for something too. This wasn't one of these things where it's no big deal if we lose. It's a huge deal because what they don't want to do is I'm saying what they don't want to do is go into the last week without DK and TJ Watt.
Yeah, the Browns have a good defense, right? They're a very talented defense, but they still give up points. They're in the bottom half of the league in terms of points per game because the offense isn't good, right? Yeah. And you can wear them down and you can score points on them. Pittsburgh wasn't even able to do that. That was, I mean, they were gifted an interception late in the game to try and get them back in it, and they couldn't do anything with it. It was an ugly day for the Steelers. If Baltimore just shows up and they play to their strengths, they should walk out of there with the division championship with little problems. Yeah.
And salute to Bazel for being a 4-month member. Channel member, appreciate you. Says happy birthday. Get that PTO. Oh yeah. Right. But this is a good time to mention channel memberships are still up. We meant to take them down, but we still got members and we're going to honor that. So appreciate you. If you want to sign up, memberships are there, only $5. Patreon.com/LBHTShow. That's the preferred method for membership. But either way, you get access to our overtime show, which happens after our main show every Wednesday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. All right. And you get access to our Discord channel, all kinds of perks for just $5. If you want to spend a little more money, you get more perks. All right. So patreon.com/LBHTShow is how you do that, or sign up for channel membership. Also, LBHTShow.com is where you can get this nice merch. You like that? You like what B's wearing? All that is on the website, LBHTShow.com. And for free, y'all want something for free, sign up for the newsletter. Okay. Go to the website, put your email address in there, and enjoy. Reese says, happy birthday, Brodny.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the birthday love. You know what I was looking for before I came on air? I had there's a bunch of birthday hats outside the studio here. I was going to wear it because I meant to wear it last year and I couldn't find it. And I found it after the stream, so I was like, all right, next year. But then April started cleaning up, and now who knows where they're at. And let me ask you something. There's 100 people.
Not April.
let me ask you something. This is for the ladies in here. Why, when y'all cleaning up, y'all want to start with our stuff? Okay, like it happens every time. Oh, gotta clean up. This place is a mess. Gotta clean up. Let's start with his stuff.
Well, because their stuff's not out of place.
Right.
Your stuff is causing the clutter. And the bigger question is, why do you clean up and don't remember where you put anything? You just turn off the memory center in your brain, and it's like, I don't know.
No.
I put it away.
April remembers, but she won't tell me until I ask for it. That's the most annoying thing. I'm like, where's my jacket? She's like, I put it in the closet over there. I'm like, well, it's never been in there. Never.
In the closet that no one uses.
Free and D, what's going on? Says, don't beat yourself. Don't outcoach yourself. Facts. That's all it is. And there was a lot of that going on this year. What happened last week with the Patriots, I'm still upset by that. Like, we took ourselves out of that game when they were visibly frustrated. You know what it means when a coach and a team like can't like keep their composure. Like they're showing how frustrated they are over one person. Mm-hmm. Like, you have them right where you want them, and you're just like, nah, we good. We good with that. Yeah. That, I mean, but that's what he's been doing for years. And I have to tell you, this predates Lamar Jackson. This is not this. He didn't turn his way because Lamar Jackson's here. He's always been that coach. Yeah. So yeah, when we say it's time for him to go, this is going from way back in the day. All right. But yes, if we play like we did on Saturday, we will look like we did on Saturday. It is very tough, especially with Lamar Jackson in that lineup, to stop that. Now, I don't expect Derrick Henry to get 36 carries. That was a career high. 25 carries, I think he can do that. Mm-hmm. Right? You can do that for Derrick Henry, and in a game like next week, and the Steelers already struggle to stop the run, they can absolutely run the same game plan. You don't have to go out there and get fancy and try to trick them. Say, hey, we're lining up this way. We're going to run it. See if you can stop it. They're not going to stop it.
And I'll just say this: when you want to get another player involved, right? Like, you want to get some carries for Keaton Mitchell. You want to get a couple. You want to get some play time for Rasheen Ali or whatever it is. You don't have to say this entire drive is dedicated to Keaton Mitchell. You can just pop him in there for a couple plays and then pop him back out. All right. You don't have to be like, it was his turn.
How they used him yesterday was exactly how you use him, because he came in a couple plays. He had some good runs too, especially when he runs to the outside. You know how tough it is. You got Derrick Henry running up the middle or running to the outside, and like he's carrying defenders with them. And then Keaton Mitchell comes in for a play or two, and then he does a cut to the outside, and you got to chase after him. And then he comes off, and then Derrick Henry comes back. Like, that's how you do it. So, like, when they try to tell you how complicated this game is, or when John Harbaugh talks about how, he's being his smug self and talks in a condescending way, like you don't understand football because we're asking him to do what he did on Saturday, right? Like don't let him get away with that, because he knows better, but he doesn't want you to tell him that. But if his season's on the line, possibly his job's on the line, then he will do what he needs to do, what we've been telling him to do, and it works, right? Imagine that. Imagine that. These are human beings too. These are people that are not perfect too. When we say, hey, he's putting his ego in front of the team, that's what he's doing. We like to psychoanalyze players all the time, right? We can call a player lazy, We can say he's not dedicated. We can say he's soft. Y'all like to call, not y'all in the chat, but y'all like to call Lamar Jackson a quitter. Oh, he could have played. But he chose not to. He quit. Well, what about your coach? So what was he doing when he decided not to put Lamar Jackson, not to put Derrick Henry back in the game and keep Keaton Mitchell in there, and had no good answer for it? Was that him quitting?
He knows better than you.
Yeah. Look, man. Hey, we got a lot of super chats already. We got a lot of big donation super chats. Really appreciate that.
Yes.
Keep them going. It's Brodny's birthday. Show some love. All right. Also,
all donations this week are going to be going to the Get Jose Off of My Steam Deck Foundation. He's been hanging out here. He's been hanging out here for the holidays, and I can't seem to find it until I look in Jose's hands.
It's on the table. I put it on the table to charge.
No. I understand where it is now that you have exited the premises. I found it. I'm talking about when you're over here. Right? Hey, I don't know where it's at.
Okay, let me tell you something about the Steam Deck in a second. Let's get the super chat from Kwame. I appreciate you, Kwame. Said, isn't it weird that Hobbs said teams will know what we're doing when Keaton is on the field? Now all of a sudden he's getting whole drives. Yeah.
Hey, you know what else is weird, Kwame? And this is gonna blow your mind. When you run one player 36 times, they probably know what you're doing too. But if you just out execute the other team, doesn't matter if they know what you're doing. If you go up there and you block, you push them off the ball, and you've got a Hall of Fame running back who's 230 pounds getting to a top speed of 23 miles an hour, turns out they can't do anything about it, whether they know it's coming or not.
In the fourth quarter, it was close before he delivered the finishing blow for that touchdown. Somebody, I can't remember who the defender was that tackled Derrick Henry, and it was after he picked up a few yards. And the dude's talking trash to him, and I'm all for the trash talk, and I got no problem with that. And especially when you're trying to hype yourself up, you're trying to let them know like, hey, we ain't you ain't coming this way. And he said something to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry turned around, looked at him, was like, all right.
You don't want to mess with players who just nod at your trash talk.
The next time Derrick Henry was in the game, he ran for a touchdown.
If it's a person who you talk trash to them and they just nod at you, you made a mistake. You messed up.
Baseball Life Salute says happy G-Day, B. Appreciate the super chat.
Thank you.
Ferris with another 50. Salute, Ferris. Hey,
thank you.
Appreciate you, Ferris. Says people forget. Oh, go ahead, you read it.
Okay. People forget that defense is human, and sometimes defending the run is painful, and you don't want to do it. I don't want to tackle Derrick Henry, who's 6'2", 252. Of course not. Why would you want to do that? You saw what happened when he put his hand in that dude Valentine's chest. He flew backwards.
Oh my goodness. Ferris, but that's exactly what I was thinking.
Listen, shout out to him for keeping his feet, though. I'll give him that. He didn't go down.
The Green Bay coach told them at halftime. I mean, this is what he told the announcer, like, hey, we're getting punked, right? They're big boying us right now. Like that's all that's happening. They're bullying us. We don't get bullied. But man, like that is tough. Yeah. That's what happened last week. Like when Derrick Henry went for that touchdown, Vrabel's mad, the defense is mad, but they know why they're mad. It's not nobody missed their assignment. It's not about the missed tackles. This is hard to bring him down. They keep getting
physically beat.
Yeah, like if he keeps doing this is going to be a problem. So they see him going out there, they're putting their hands on their hips. They're like,
which is why we always every single offseason we tell y'all stop looking at safeties, stop looking at corners, stop looking at edge rushers, fix your offensive line, because that's what your offense could and should look like every single week. If you build a run blocking O-line in front of a Hall of Fame running back who is a unicorn, who is standing next to another unicorn in Lamar Jackson, who's the greatest running quarterback of all time, who is going to stop you? It was like way back in the day. You said it at the time when Carolina took, old boy defensive tackle from nowhere you instead of Derrick Henry to pair with Cam Newton.
Was it Butler? Butler? Yeah.
why would you not want to put a 250-pound running back next to your 260-pound quarterback who's also a power runner, right?
Yes.
But the teams like they outsmart themselves sometimes, right?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, if you plug in a couple guards up front with Linderbaum, with Rosengarten and with Ronnie Stanley for the rest of his career there, and you just start moving people out the way, who's going to tackle Derrick Henry once he gets up to speed?
Hold that thought for a second. I want to bring this up again. This is the same super chat. Ferris has donated $100. All right, so we need to plug his stuff, his channel. All right, good friends, better rivals. I need you to go and Ferris. I'm not sure. If you can put the link, put it in the chat. Good friends, better rivals. Go subscribe to his channel. You've seen Ferris on this show plenty of times. He knows his sports. Okay. And him, Caleb, Adelia, Snark, like they
easy.
Yeah, the Wheezies over there, like they know their sports. Do us a favor, go hit subscribe over there, all right, and check out their content. And you guys know Hendo as well. Hendo is on the show with me Monday through Wednesday at 6:15 a.m. All right, and that's he's with the Road Pod. Also, Ravens Talk with Yolanda. Go subscribe to her channel as well. But I forgot about that when I think B's frozen again. But yes, when Derrick Henry came out in the draft, first and foremost, I wanted the Ravens to get him. We still have Flacco at the time, but we've always been a running team. That's always kind of been our identity, and we needed a running back. So I'm like, man, Derrick Henry, that's somebody I remember watching in college as a freshman. I remember the first time he got in the game as a freshman. I asked B, I was like, who is that? And B was like, yeah, it's Derrick Henry. I think he's a freshman though, because he said that's Derrick Henry. I said, oh, I want to get that guy. And B was like, no, he's a freshman. He's not coming out yet. And I was like, what? So I've been following Derrick Henry's career from his freshman year, and when he came out in the draft, I was like, Ravens should get him. But then I started telling B, man, Cam Newton come off an MVP season. Imagine Derrick Henry and Cam Newton. Imagine those two. What can you do with that?
Yeah.
And
they also passed on Chris Jones to take Vernon Butler as well, by the way. So,
Chris Jones, yeah.
Whatever. Bad team stay bad, right?
Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. We took Kamali Correa. And we passed up. I mean, we traded back twice in that draft. We could have gotten Derrick Henry was the obvious one.
Michael Thomas, I think, was in
Michael
there
Thomas
well.
was the other one. There was another player in there that I was just like, okay, well, we can still get this guy. And then we traded it back again. We got Kamali Correa and Bronson Kafusi.
Yes, sir.
And that was Ozzie. That wasn't an EDC thing. That was Ozzie. So Ozzie got it wrong sometimes too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you took took Ronnie Stanley instead of Laramie Tunsil at the top because of the video, and then the rest is history.
Now we did get Matt Judon in that draft as well. That was a hit.
And then limited his career production for about 8 years.
Yeah, I mean, Ozzie didn't do that. And that was
immediately blew up when he left Baltimore.
I mean, he didn't have this, but no, I want to say limited. Like he didn't have the sacks, but he did everything.
He was a very good player.
That's why I didn't understand when people are like, yeah, he can go. I'm like, no, he did it all. Can you guys still see me?
No.
Okay. All right.
The webcam utility going on.
Okay. Yep. Give me 1 second. Keep going.
Yeah. But I don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about Derrick Henry. Yeah, that's what we always talk about, fixing the O-line, making sure you're very strong up front. Because one, protecting your quarterback is the most important thing. Obviously, you've seen Lamar hasn't had the best season because of multiple injuries, because y'all can't protect him, right? But also, if you want to be that ground and pound team, that we're going to wear you down with the run game, it's run game and defense. We want to play complementary football. You have to be able to move defensive linemen out the way. You have to be able to open up holes and get the run game going on a consistent basis. And they do well enough, I guess, right? But you could be so much better in that regard, right? They could be a dominant run team, and then you're not worried about winning a game against the Steelers in week 18 to get you into the playoffs, because you're already there and you're resting guys waiting to host a game in round 1 or possibly with a bye. We did get another super chat here.
Appreciate you,
Mazabi. Thank you very much. Because Texans and Browns defense is amazing. Are they just more talented than the Ravens personnel wise, or it's the DC? 3 of the Packers scores were under 3 minutes. Malik was shredding the defense quickly.
That was, I mean, yes, he was shredding them. And listen, I know he's the backup, and I said we have a better chance, right, than having Jordan Love out there. But Malik Willis is a good quarterback, and had he not gotten hurt, because they went down to the 3rd string, had he not gotten hurt, they were driving, we might have had some problems.
That really turned the game there, because Clayton Tune ain't it. But the answer is it's the defensive coordinator, but it is also personnel in some cases. Houston has more talent. They've got better players. They've got Daniil Hunter. They've got Will Anderson, on the other end. So like they are very, very talented, and they're very well coached. The Browns are also very talented, but for Baltimore, like, you have enough talent to have a very good defense. It's the coaching for Baltimore, and you saw that because you had a top defense a couple of years ago when it was Mike Macdonald, and now Mike Macdonald is gone and he's in Seattle, and they've got a top defense, a very good defense, which Carolina found out, unfortunately, today.
Yeah, I mean, and going back to Carolina for a second, man, tough day today. Defensively, y'all played really well.
For the most part, yeah, they did. They hung in there. They made Sam Darnold make some Sam Darnold mistakes. Mike Jack did get an interception, like I said he would. It just Chuba Hubbard gave it right back to them like 2 plays later. Yeah. It was a tie game. It was 3-3 until they fumbled the ball on their own end, gave it the touchdown, and then immediately came back with a bad interception, gave it the touchdown, and it was essentially over at that point. Right. But it is what it is. Seattle's a very, very good team. They had a down game, and Carolina's just got to they got to get ready for next week. Yeah, I do want to point out as well.
Yeah, Jalen Petrie as well. First. Yeah. Yep.
I do want to point out as well that J.C. Horn dropped a gifted interception. So every single week I'm like, "What's up, J.C.? When we earning that money? I don't care that you went to the Pro Bowl."
I think Tedero and McMillan being sick, you could tell he wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
If they play each other again in the playoffs, it's not going to look like that. It'll be tough because they're a tough team, but
but it depends if it's an even or odd week, right?
Yes.
They play them next week. Next week they beat Seattle. All right, they played them this week.
Look at all Big Reg.
So we'll have to see. But Carolina, and I'm not worried about what happens next week, even if they end up losing, which I don't think they will. But I'm not worried about it because, as we've talked about multiple times on here, they are not ready to be a contender at this point. They're learning how to win. They're learning how to play consistently. They are still lacking in talent in a lot of areas, but they're obviously going in the right direction, right?
Obviously.
And I know that because they are winning games.
And I disagree a little bit, right? Like they're not the full version of themselves, right? Like Canals tells them they still haven't seen our best, right? Mm-hmm. He tells them that all the time. But they make it to the playoffs. They can win it.
I'm not saying they
can win it.
I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying like they're not among the top tier teams in the NFL.
No,
from a talent perspective. Like their best player on offense is a rookie wide receiver, right? Their second best player is probably that same rookie wide receiver, for being honest. Like they are very much lacking in talent on that side of the ball. They look like they're going to get Robert Hunt back, their best offensive lineman. So that's going to be great. But, the run game is faltered. They don't have a tight end. They they don't really have a number 2 receiver. Jalen Coker is more of a number 3. Xavier again is worthless. How are you going to line up offsides? You on offense, bro? Just turn your head and look. That's all. Whatever.
He said no.
Not my problem. Not my business. I do think they need to work to get Jimmy Horn the ball more, but they're just not talented enough on that side of the ball, and they're certainly not talented enough on defense.
Is it Tim Oates? Tim Oates? Tim Oates? I'm gonna. All right. Let us know. Tim. Yes. He says we must get an edge in free agency and a guard if we can pass rush and protect next year. We much better. Talking about the Ravens. We had an edge rusher. We just drafted an edge rusher. And honestly, I don't know if it's a talent thing or if, I do know. I'm saying I don't know. I do know. It's a coaching thing. Always gotten 7 sacks since he's left Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
And impactful sacks. Like I've watched some of those Chargers games. We watched some of these Chargers games because our dad's a Chargers fan. And it's coaching, it's scheme. Mike Green hasn't done much, but he seemingly has all the talent. I just feel like with the different coaching staff here, you see better production out of our edge rushers. And look, man, if we're not going to trade for Micah Parsons, right? If we're not going to trade for Max Crosby, I don't waste time trying to draft somebody again in the second round, right? We got guys on the team already. Just rock with that. Get a new coaching staff in here and try to develop those guys. Guard, you're 100% correct. Guard, we have to get better. Me and B have had offline discussions about how to get better at the guard position, which to get better wouldn't take a whole lot at all. Yeah. But you might get really good at that wall.
Yeah. They're at a point right now where edge rusher, deal with what you got. So you drafted one in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and you can't get it right. And you're not willing to pay for them. So, because it's not even just guys like, Micah Parsons not making that trade. It's not just guys in free agency who they won't go after. You're not willing to pay your own guys at that position either. So if you're not willing to pay the guys who have the talent and you can't draft guys with talent, then, and you're not going to fire the GM, then you just have to not worry about that position. Go and fix the O-line, fix the interior D-line, and roll with that, because they appear, much like at wide receiver, they appear incapable of solving edge rusher.
Yeah. What's going on, Killer? Yeah. He said get better coaching. That's how you fix the edge. 100%. 100%. But listen, over 100 people in here, 115 people in here. Salute to y'all. Hit that like button. If you're new in here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Brodny. Keep the birthday love coming. You can do that by the super chat or Cash App, $ LBHTShow, or even better, patreon.com/LBHTShow. All right. Hey, son, listen, I appreciate the donations, right? I'll never tell you to stop the donations, but if you are going to donate $5 or more, and because we spit that hot fire over here, you're going to donate another $5 or more next month. Patreon.com/LBHTShow, right where it says that. Patreon.com/LBHTShow for as little as $5 or $10 or $20. You get some bonus content for the entire month. All right. So really consider being a Patreon member. It's the best deal that you can get out there. What are you making your face up at, B?
I am shook. I got an alert on my phone. It was from the Ring doorbell, so I click on it real quick to see what's going on. And I saw, when you watch those movies where it's about like those apocalypse type movies, particularly when you're talking about a virus or something like that, and you got the government officials and they're in their hazmat suits, and you can't really see it. That's what I saw outside, but except it was all lit up They had bright, shining stripes on the front. It looked like almost like a jetpack. Like you see the little circles, like they were getting ready to take off, and a light on their head. And I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then I realized it was an Amazon delivery person in their vest. but it's nearly pitch black outside, so you can't see them, and the Ring doorbell made it all reflective. So yeah, that wasn't great. That was
bees delivering something toxic to the house.
Yeah. I was so shocked. I didn't even take a screenshot or anything. Like I would have just been out of luck. But yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, Tim says proof of what you say is we give up an average of 30 points against good teams and 14 against bad teams. DC adds nothing to the talent. You're right. Yeah. No, yeah. That's what it is. One of those early touchdowns that Malik Willis threw, it was just Kyle Hamilton being out of position, and Kyle Hamilton is an excellent player, right? Yeah. That's just
out there. He was 2 for 2 for 79 yards and a touchdown to start the game.
Yeah,
and that was a 40-yarder and a 39-yarder.
Yeah. Salty Faye says if Zach can't find a way to stop a Steelers team without their starting wide receivers, that's right, because Calvin Austin is also out. He needs to go.
Salt Life. Life.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said Salty Faye. Salt Life. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I can't read. Yes.
What you mean? They got Adam Thielen.
They got Adam.
I heard that was a big deal.
And they got Valdez Scantling.
Marquez Valdez Scantling. I heard those were major additions.
No, 100%. And this is why. I mean, we're not going to see any Steelers fans talking trash right now. Okay, they don't feel good about it, and I wouldn't feel good either if this was us. I would not feel good. We just lost to the Browns, only put up 6 points. You know, Shador had more touchdowns than Aaron Rodgers. He had more interceptions too, but he had more touchdowns than Aaron Rodgers. All right, not a good day. You don't is TJ Watt coming back at all? I don't know. I thought when he was out, he was only going to be out that 1 week.
I think he is coming. I think he is coming back. I'm not sure if it's going to be this week.
I mean, if it ain't this week, he ain't coming back. It's a wrap.
Oh, confident.
Yes, confident. I am. He needs. If you have a chance of playing, you need to play. Mm-hmm. Same thing for us, Lamar. Yes, I do feel like we can win without Tyler Huntley. I feel like we could win.
Yeah, I definitely feel like you can win without Tyler.
Yeah, me too. I feel very confident about that. But no, I feel like we could win with Tyler Huntley, but I'm not risking that. No. Right? This is for the division. If you're able, get out there. Thomas said he has to fully participate all week to play. Okay.
That's a bad decision.
He's looking out for the best interest of his player.
That ain't what Steelers do. Tomlin is looking to lose that game and get himself about to Pittsburgh earlier.
Yeah. Who are you starting next? Lamar Snoop?
If Lamar can play, it's never a question.
Never a question. No.
The only time that's a question is if you've had the division locked up for weeks and you got that last week and you're like, hey, do you rest him? But otherwise, if it's a competitive game, you don't ask who you're starting, Lamar or anyone. Lamar is your starter.
Yes. The only reason I said that Snoop should play this week and let Lamar rest, even though even if he could play, is because the chances of, even though I picked it to happen, that's just a fan in me, right? That's just me being a fan and looking at, okay, there's a possibility just because DK's not playing and TJ Watt's not playing, right? But if we're going to get it done, they don't have their starting quarterback out there. They don't have their star tight end. They don't have their star edge rusher. They're missing a lot. It's not just Jordan Love. They have a lot of major injuries over there. Okay. If Lamar needs to sit out, that's the game to sit out. And if we can get anything done. That would be the game we can get it done without him. That's why I looked at it and said, that's the game he should sit out that one.
Well,
This
yeah,
game
because
right
he
here,
wasn't healthy. Like, he was not ready to go. If he's ready to go this week, he plays.
He plays.
Period.
He plays. This is a playoff game.
Yeah.
This and as bad as this team has been, B, we can get a home game.
That's not a good thing. You also suck at home.
We suck on the road.
No. They got a good record on the road.
On a regular season, but in playoffs, everything's opposite.
Yeah, they suck everywhere in the playoffs. But in the regular season this year, they've been good on the road. So,
yeah.
And if only you could like win this game, get the home playoff game, and somehow host the Steelers. But unfortunate.
Well, who will we play if we
whoever ends up being the 7th seed, which will be, I think, the Chargers.
No,
I'm sorry, not the 7th seed.
Not the 7th seed.
Yeah. Well, the fifth seed.
5th seed. Okay. So wait, Chargers or no? It could be Chargers. It could be Buffalo. Or it could be Texans. Right? It could be.
Yeah. It depends on where they ultimately land. Right now, let me see. Right now, Buffalo is the 5 seed at the moment, but I'm not sure if this is. I mean, they're playing right now, so yeah. They're the 5 seed. Houston's the 6, and the Chargers are the 7 right now.
I'll take Bills at home. I'll take that game.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to exercise some demons.
Yep, that's the game I want. Like that's the game I wanted last year, and we lost. But yeah, I want a little payback. I want Josh Allen and company in the bank. All right. I mean, it may not go our way, but that's the game I want. All right. And listen, man, if we're not good enough, we're not good enough. But if we get into the playoffs, like that's the blueprint right there. That you don't need to try to get cute or anything like that. That's the blueprint. That's when our O-line is at its best, which it's not great, but that's when they're at their best. They can do their best work when they're attacking the defense, trying to create gaps for Derrick Henry. And Derrick Henry, I mean, behind a terrible O-line that's been blowing him up in the backfield all year, he still has almost 1,500 yards rushing and 16 touchdowns. That's with an awful O-line. All right. Give that man the ball. If you didn't know before, John Harbaugh, now you know. You just hand the ball off. Every play needs to work off of Derrick Henry, whether you're handing the ball off to him or you're doing a play action pass. That's how that needs to work. Okay? And when he needs a breather, that's when you put in Keaton Mitchell. He can get a run or two, and then he comes right back off. All right? You put an oxygen tank on the sideline so Derrick Henry can get that oxygen for a couple of snaps and then get right back out there.
Yeah.
Danity says, redemption time. If we make the playoffs, bring me Buffalo and run Henry down to the ground. Yes. Hit the like and subscribe button. Why have a goal of world to 3K Cash App? Yes. We have a goal. I'm sorry, why? We have a goal. Yes. Yes. We are close to 3K. We are very close to 3K. We are less than 200 subscribers away. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 3,000 subscribers real quick. All right. Because once we get to 3,000, it's on the 4,000. All right.
That'd be an interesting game because you got 2 of the top quarterbacks in the league, Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, right? 2 elite players. And that game will 100% come down to Derrick Henry versus James Cook.
Yes. James Cook, he's not getting nearly enough love, I think.
No. Well, you can't give James Cook love if you want to sell the Josh Allen has no help narrative, right?
Yeah.
How you do
James Cook needs to be in conversation for Offensive Player of the Year. That's how big of a year he's had. And yes, it will definitely come down to those two, 100%. All right, we're close to an hour. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the donations. Appreciate the birthday love.
Yes, thank you.
Look, somehow we're still in it. I spoke it into existence. I picked the Ravens with Tyler Huntley. I picked the Browns. I picked Shador to do one of these, all right, and get the win. Shout out to Shador and company. And now the rest is up to the Ravens. The rest is up to the Panthers. Right. Both of our teams, we are sitting in the exact same position. Both of our teams need to win in the last week against a team that's ready to go home.
Yeah.
I mean, more so on your side. Where is DDSQ? He's a Buccaneers fan. I don't know what's going on with the Bucs.
I have no idea, but they flipped a switch midseason and they ain't looked back since. So that's 4 losses in a row and 7 of their last 8. They lost to Quinn Ewers.
Ugh.
I'm gonna say that again. College teams don't lose to Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, they're ready to go. So
he gave up his first touchdown pass of his career. It was a 63-yarder.
Yeah. So
that was
all right, y'all. Look, we hold off on draft talk for at least another week. Okay, hold off on draft talk for at least another week. We still got some football to play, some meaningful football to play in week 18. If nothing else, we are entertained by this season. Okay.
Yes.
If nothing else, so make sure you tune into that. Let me post some scores real quick before we get out of here. Let me give y'all some scores of what's going on around the NFL. Giants are up 20-3 on the Raiders.
Only one team understood what this game was, and it wasn't the Giants.
Well, the Raiders they shut down Max Crosby. He's not happy about that either.
Yeah, no, I was saying because they understood. If the Giants lose this game, they lock up the number 1 pick, and the Giants said, "No, what? Winning? No."
The Eagles are up 13-0 on the Bills. So I'm not sure what that means for the Bills in terms of where they finish if they lose this game. I know the Eagles are still fighting for number 1 seed, possibly.
I think they're out of it for the one. They only might be. I don't know. They got 5 losses right now. If San Francisco wins their games, they're the 1 seed. So I think the Eagles are essentially out.
Got you. Okay, what else we got here? Yes, Dolphins beat the Bucs 2017. Patriots stomped all over the Jets 42-10. Drake May had 5 touchdowns in this game?
Yep.
He might get MVP. He might get it.
Nah, it still has to go to Stafford.
I agree, but you know how the media is. The Saints beat the Titans. Oh man, they came back 34-26. Jaguars beat the Colts 23-17. Bengals beat down the Cardinals 37-14. And those are the games. Later tonight, we have the Bears and the 49ers. That's a big one. If the Bears win this one, they lock up the number 1 seed, I believe. And
I'm not sure if they lock it up. I know, like I said, San Francisco has to win this one and next week, and they lock it up. I'm not sure how exactly Chicago would lock it in.
They are 11. They're both 11-4. I'm not sure what's the rest of the division or the conference. Does anybody else have 4 wins?
Fair says we don't really need the number 1 pick. Yes, you do. You have a lot of holes on that team. You need to race to the bottom, get the number 1 pick, and sell it to a team who's drafting a quarterback.
That'd be ideal, but they don't need it. They don't need the number 1 pick.
Yeah, they don't need to win games either. But
it's not that that crucial that they get the number 1 pick. They're going to have a top pick.
I'll tell you what. It's a whole lot more crucial than beating the Raiders in Week 17.
Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. No, Chicago. They still have to see. We got to see what Seattle does because Seattle only has 3 losses. So Seattle, if Chicago loses, Seattle's going to be number 1.
No, because if San Francisco, I guess I assume they're playing Seattle in week 18. I haven't checked.
Oh,
San Francisco wins their last 2 games. They're the number 1 seed.
Okay, yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. So this is big. This is big. And then the Rams play the Falcons tomorrow. So congratulations to the Rams.
Yeah.
Playoff football is almost here. Salt Life says, seems like Steelers was more worried about stopping Myles Garrett from breaking the sack record than anything else. It did kind of feel that way.
Yeah, because Aaron was throwing some dumbass passes to prevent Myles from getting that sack.
Yeah. And he'll have more. He won't be as worried this week coming up against the Ravens. He'll have more time in the pocket. That much I know. But who's he gonna throw it to?
But that's why you don't employ those elderly guys who have no connection to your team and don't really no stakes in the future, and they don't really care what happens. Aaron knows you're not winning a Super Bowl. He don't care if you go to the playoffs.
No.
He said Myles ain't getting this record on me. Period.
We have to we got to put these guys out their misery. We have to. They have no wide receiver you would want on your team. For the first time this year, I think we are playing a team that has a worse wide receiver core than us. All right.
Ferris says, I understand what you mean, but how much can you get for a first pick for Fernando Mendoza, though? You can get a lot. The draft machine has not even begun yet. They haven't played in the playoffs yet. Watch him. I mean, it doesn't matter which quarterback it is. Watch a quarterback go on a little run through these playoffs and get that hype machine behind him and see how much you get for that pick.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, B. But the fact is, they don't have to have that pick, right? Like,
no, nobody has to have anything in particular. But you don't have to have a franchise quarterback to win. But if you want to make things easier for yourself, get the number one pick, because beating the Raiders gets you nothing.
No, I agree. No. Like, I don't disagree with that. Like, don't win that game for what? But but also the Raiders, they'll always go lower than you. They'll go out there with 10 players instead of 11 players.
The Raiders say, the dirt is the ceiling. Like, you ain't getting below us.
Like, they might have thought that, hey, we're gonna go out there and tank the game, but like, no, we're already tanking. We already sent Max Crosby home. We'll send everybody home. We'll pull people from the crowd to play. We'll lose this game. We'll forfeit the game. That's the Raiders. They'll do stuff like that. So it's just like, all right, man, just go ahead and take the win.
Pete Carroll probably already left the stadium.
They do not care. Ethics. No, give us that pick.
Who y'all got next week? Who you guys playing? Because they're not out of it if they win this game, but they keep other people in it. That's the problem.
How says Mendoza's not going number one? Well, whoever.
Okay, yeah. Let's kind of. You don't know who's going number one. Like one of those quarterbacks is most likely going number one. It could be any one of them, but we've got a long road before we find out who that's going to be.
Because as much as I like you got your Miami guy Bain, due to the fact that these last couple of edge rushers coming out have completely bombed, I think teams, and I don't think Bain's going to be one of those guys, but I think teams are going to be a little apprehensive about getting an edge rusher first. You know what I mean? So, what are you looking up? Who the Giants are playing?
Yeah, they have. They got Dallas. Another winnable game.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Cowboys next week. Yeah. You already won this game. You're right, Ferris. Again, make sure you guys subscribe to Good Friends, Better Rivals. That's Ferris's channel. Dope content. Dope content creator. He knows his sports. Everybody over there knows his sports. And you get a wide variety of stuff. So go over there and subscribe. And we hit the hour mark, so we're going to get out of here. Make sure you hit up that Patreon, patreon.com/LBHTShow. If you want some extra content, that's where you can go and find it. Also, you can sign up for our Discord channel, all right, which is free once you sign up. It's basically a one-time fee, and then once you're in there, you're in there. We don't kick anybody out if you decide to cancel your membership. That's just, you're in there unless you do something to get kicked out. NFL wants to see Ravens and Bills again to push Josh Allen narrative with back-to-back MVPs. I'll tell you what, Josh Allen is not winning MVP this year. Oh, I ain't got another super chat. Wandering Ravens, salute to you. Appreciate that. Says, with Jose, bring on Buffalo if we get in, then whatever QB they put over number 8. I hear that. I mean, it's very frustrating that you don't need a whole lot to fix this team, and they're just refusing to do it. Just protect Lamar, right? The injuries that he's got this year are just from not protecting him, right? Wide receivers not being able to get separation. You're not asking for a whole lot, and they're still like, nah, we're gonna keep doing what we do, right? And look, Lamar's great, man. Like it doesn't, and don't worry about what. Listen, don't worry about what people say about Lamar. They're always going to say it, whether he wins Super Bowls or not. All right, so you know they're always going to move the goalpost. Look who's here,
man. Ha 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 ha! Staying alive.
Hendo was looking for you last week, go man. I tried to defend you.
Appreciate you coming through, Go Man.
I appreciate you. And Hendo was saying, "Where's Go Man?" I said, "Look, Go Man deserves he deserves a PTO day as well. You know, it's hard sticking up for this team. He earned that. He earned that PTO. Okay, we are staying alive. Okay, that's the thing for this episode, man. Ravens and Panthers in the same position. Win and you're in. For the Panthers, it's basically like a season where like you're just trying to figure out who you are. You fought. You had some up and down weeks, but that was kind of what we expected from the Panthers this year, right? And to be where you're at now, you know, you'll take that. For the Ravens, expectations were higher, and for as much as we stumbled, as ridiculous as we looked, we still have a chance to win the division, which is insane.
You know what I love too? The fact that everybody said it's the Ravens division. They're the best team in that division. They're one of the best teams in the league. You know, elite defense. You got Lamar coming off an incredible season. You still got Derrick Henry. You know, they're going to steamroll through that division. Start out 1-5, and the Steelers, you know, they hot. They hot with as Should calls him, Perk Rogers. And then, you know, Baltimore wins a couple of games, and every sports book on the planet was like, yeah, Baltimore got the division. And the response from Pittsburgh is, hold on, we're going to make you do it in week 18.
Yeah.
Not hold on, you can't. Not hold on, you ain't winning it. Just hold on. We're going to make you wait a little longer.
This is how weird the NFL is, though, right? Like, it's weird. Like, we looked at the games coming up. We said, okay, took care of business against Cincinnati, right? And I was saying all we have to do is win one of these next two games. We have to beat the Patriots or the Packers, and then go into the last week and beat the Steelers, because I just assumed that the Steelers will lose to the Lions, because I assumed that the Lions, who are a very talented team, and needed to win to get into the playoffs, I assumed they're gonna go in there and light it up, and then they lost. So it's like, damn, the Steelers just beat a good team on the road, right? And then we lost to the Patriots. We choked that game away. It's over. But then the Lions go out the following week and get beat down by Minnesota. And then I realized, you know what? They're not serious either.
Right. They're actually not good.
Actually, that didn't mean anything. They could lose to the Browns. And sure enough, and the Lions, see, that's what that Lions fan did. They're like, hey, we may not win this game, but we're gonna make sure we get DK up out of here, so he's not available for next week. Because it was that Lions fan who, by the way, should have been banned from last year. He was reported last year by DK Metcalf. And everything that DK said, that fan said, the fans at the time, when they investigated, corroborated DK's story. So he should have been banned from those games. How he was let back in there? Huh?
Yeah. He's still
that's what I'm saying. He shouldn't have been in there to begin with. So I feel for DK on that end, but you still, I mean, you can't go in there and put your hands on him. But I feel you. I just, look, man, free DK. All right, just after next week. Past game was lost because of coaching malpractice. Facts. Yeah. Lions fan is the Ravens MVP. I'd be froze up. I'll wait for me to come back before we end it. But yes, Lions fan is the Ravens MVP. That's how weird this season is, man. He said Stuart Bramble said Lions fans is the Ravens MVP. Again, taking DK out. Everything, all these games, it's weird how all these games are just connected, and it's all coming to an end. This is the type of season that the NFL really wanted. They wanted this kind of parity to where you didn't know what was what, and they got it. And going into the playoffs, you still don't know.
Yeah,
like that's like for B's team. No, they're not the favorites, but you see how they play against top teams. They could do it, right? They like it's possible. The Ravens too, for as bad as they looked, all the games that they lost is them stumbling over themselves, right? It's not they going out there and just getting the brace beat off of them. They just, we're gonna stop running the ball now. Oh, whoops, fumble the ball. Oh, I caught the ball. Let me lateral it to nobody, right? Like it's all self-inflicted stuff. So if they go into the playoffs and they're able to bring their A game, you never know. Yeah, go man. It's must see TV. Facts. All right, that's it. We're getting out of here. Like, subscribe on your way out. Justin, can we please get the Chiefs VIP playoff package this year? We mean by the VIP playoff package.
I'm not guessing it means that the referees included.
Is that? Yes, please and thank you. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. All right, we out of here. B, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
B is ready. Hey, enjoy your holidays. We're not live on Wednesday, but there will be a recording. Submit your questions. If you have questions, we'll read that. We should have a special guest on the channel. So turn your notification bells on. All right. We're out of here. Enjoy your holidays. We'll see you next time. Peace.